that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles return team didn't help matters out much there. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Noles want to move quickly. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach speak, Palmer.
Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Davey, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say?
Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding.
The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Seminoles are marching down the field. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, and gets the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Redshirt should be so sweet. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. They'll try the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Seminole. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Virginia delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Charlottesville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the ACC. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side.
Ball in the air, intercepted!
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Back on the field after the break, and we'll start the quarter here on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry up. He wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the...
Just plowing down the field. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Offense lining up quickly.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Gives it to the back on the draw. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. A lot of urgency for this offense. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start this.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, no! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Now the play fake. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That completion leaves us with second and medium. To the air. It's Glenn. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
They'll throw on third and short. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Lee. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
They're going to throw it again. Trying to get to it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Noles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Offense gets set for second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass on second down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Splits the uprights, it's good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back.
And he breaks into the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Comes out throwing on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Second and 10 after the previous play. To the air, it's Glenn. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And in the red zone, the field starts to shrink as a defense. I don't drop as far in my drops now. I got to understand, I'm getting back quick. That ball is going to come out. Nice job by the defense reacting to the pass and going and making a physical tackle.
They move the tight end all over. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
It's now 2nd down.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
The Seminoles will kick it away to start the 2nd half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 1.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, so it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll try to pop the draw. Keeps the legs moving. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Smashes through. Smashes through the tackle. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we see?
And it's caught inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Noles are on the move. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Dropping back, it's Glenn. A shot toward the end zone. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Power football with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll... The 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He makes a catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll put the tight end in motion. On the move, it's Lucas. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCoy. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it.
Touchdown, Florida State! And the route is on. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense
fires into traffic, and it's picked off. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone, he's got middle field responsibility, just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got it down the middle. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The back goes in motion. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's McCoy. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch?
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pass.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants.
42 slider, 4-2 spot,
Handoff to the single running back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Lucas. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because if the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on second down from the 14. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll try to run it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed down by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout is called with just a single second left. He's not afraid to go deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries. And when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this